I simply cannot have it in the nursery.
Luigi, get Dr. Caligari.
Maybe I'm a stooge.
Huh? Duds.
Ruthie! Ruthie, could you please keep it down? I got someone coming to see the apartment! Ruthie? Yeah, it's Jeff. Look, yeah, Jeff, your neighbor, Jeff. Someone's here to see the apartment. Could you please keep it... Ruthie, please... Ruthie, I'll do anything for you. Goddamn bitch! Just a minute! Hi.
Hi, I'm Pete. I'm here to look at the apartment.
Come on in, I'm Jeff. So, can I get you something? Coffee, juice, a beer?
No thanks.
You see, this building's got a lot of writers and actors and singers. You're not involved in the arts, are you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm an actor. You know, we're all looking for apartments to share in New York City.
I know. Well, this is a great 3-bedroom place, you know. I think you're going to like it. Dave has got the room over here by the kitchen. I'll show you the room.
Where's all that noise coming from?
Oh, that's a luxury condo under construction.
Oh, it's very nice, but how can you live with all that noise?
What?
I said it's very nice, but how can you live with all that noise?
I don't mind it. I'm kind of not music. So, you're having a party. Sorry, I didn't bring any booze. Hiya, Todd. Todd's here for his Walkman. And our wallets.
Hey, Jeffy, this penicillin...
Don't even move. Or you kiss tomorrow goodbye. He's very dramatic.
Jeez, again? Hey, the direction, read them to me, okay?
4 times every hour. Robin, this is Pete. He's here to see the apartment. Will you get...
Oh, I am charmed. What a nice-looking guy.
Yeah, pleased to meet you, I'm sure.
Oh, and a gentleman, too.
Yeah, he's a real nice guy.
Hey, babe, you look like you could use some. Hey, come on. Jeffy's got a nice waterbed in there, and I'm known for my massage.
Later, Robin, later.
Hey, I'm just trying to make a few bucks, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Give me that. Check it out later, babe, all right?
She's not what you think. She's a girl I met at a Y dance, you know? One thing kind of led to the other, and, Snipe on the roof! Snipe on the roof! Excuse me. Ah! Snipe on the roof! I guess they're still filming that TV movie across the street. Yeah, isn't that Chad Everett? I always wondered what happened to him after medical center.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, that's just Wally. He's my roommate. He's in a new wave band. He's rehearsing.
How often does he do that?
I think tonight's his final performance.
Look, this is really a very nice apartment, but I don't think I can live here.
No, wait a minute! This is a great place! Wait a minute! Come on! You don't understand! This is a great apartment! Where else can you find a place that doesn't have roaches? It's got a great view. It's only $750 a month.
All right, I'll think about it.
You're even allowed to have animals!
All right, I'll take it.
All right.
Besides, I won't be around much at night anyway.
That's okay.
Granddad,
Granddad,
What? What is it?
what's New York?
Oh, it was a city, boy. A city on the East Coast.
What happened to it?
Well, it just disappeared. Poof!
Oh, you mean it was destroyed in the war, like Washington and Dallas and
No,
Spokane?
no, boy, no, not exactly, no. You see, a whole group of landlords got worried because they knew Manhattan was on top of the Soviets' hit list. So, they got a whole mess of helicopters together and they raised Manhattan up in the air and headed west. They were gonna hide it in the desert. Only Manhattan kept flying up into space among the stars. It became a jewel in the sky.
Oh, wow.
And someday, when things get better, they're gonna bring it back with all the people all happy to see us.
Grandpa!
So
Are you spinning fairy stories again?
Oh, I was just explaining to the boy.
When are you going to accept that Grandma, your brother, your old friends, your whole neighborhood were all destroyed and reduced to atoms in one gigantic explosion? Skin peeling off their bodies in the intense heat, eyeballs melting, gallons of once pulsing blood now turned to steam. And maybe Uncle Bill didn't die instantly. Maybe he got radiation sickness and spent 2 days trampling in the void as rashes grew over his body till finally he ended it all with the gun you gave him for his birthday. Come on, old man, wise up.
So then what happened, Granddad?
Well, like I was saying, the New Yorkers are gonna come back with big smiles on their faces. I ever tell you what happened to Baltimore? They turned it on its side and drilled it into the ground.
Everybody got a mini game. Come on.
I can wait. Keep this up. We're not coming outside anymore. Okay, everybody, remember that last week we were talking about reproduction in mammals in general, right? This week we're going to talk about the special conditions surrounding human sexuality and just what it is that distinguishes sex in human beings from the indiscriminate drive of mere animals. Yeah, exactly. Okay, all mammals have reproductive organs. Anybody remember what they're called? Your willy and your box. No. Somebody else? Eric.
Gonads.
I'm shocked, that's right.
Gonads.
Spells relief. Very good. Okay, now, anybody remember what the products of the gonads are? Sally.
Eggs and spermatozoas.
With a side order of toast.
Yeah, okay. Now, for the jackpot, what do we get when the eggs and the sperm meet?
Unwed mothers?
Excuse me. Excuse me, Miss Baldwin. Could I talk to you for a minute?
Certainly. Why don't you look at the chapter outline in the middle of the book? Yeah. You got my note?
What do you mean I have to pay for your abortion?
I mean, you have to pay for my abortion.
Hey, I'm not totally responsible for this.
Why, you're entirely at fault.
How can you say that?
Look, I don't have time to stand here and discuss it with you. I've got a class to teach. Yes, thank you, Mr. Tucker, very much for bringing that to my attention. All right, class, Mr. Tucker has consented to take some time away from his driver education class and participate in our discussion about sex and social responsibility. Isn't that right, Mr. Tucker?
Social responsibility, eh?
Something you know a little bit about.
Yes. Well, what have you covered so far?
We were up to the part about where the egg and the sperm meet.
Oh, we were up to unwed mothers, Mr. Tucker.
Oh. Yeah, thank you, Eric. Yes, unwed motherhood. fascinating, fascinating topic. That is certainly something you should be careful about. You know, many of you don't know how to use your reproductive organs properly because you haven't had enough practice.
I practice a lot.
I mean with a partner, Eric. Unwed motherhood is like, well, it's like a driver crossing a dangerous, unmarked intersection with no warning signs up, and the poor driver gets hit by a maternity truck that runs him down with all four wheels and then eventually comes up on two. It becomes more of a problem.
However, some people will insist to you that they are expert drivers and promise that there aren't going to be any accidents.
Of course, there are those who insist you made a number of promises to them when in fact you may have been slightly intoxicated by the passion of the moment.
However, there are those who drink themselves into a drunken stupor so that they don't have to remember to put the brakes on.
Well, it's kind of hard to put the brakes on when somebody's got their hand on your throttle, pushing it down to the floor, saying, harder, faster, go, go, go!
Well, it's difficult to know what else to do when you're tearing down the highway with a roadhog swerving from side to side like some savage grunting pig trying to get into hog heaven or something.
Savage grunting pig, am
Yes.
I? Well, speaking of pigs, it takes two to roll in the mud, sweetheart. And I believe you were the sow standing in front of the pen yelling, Sue-wee, Sue-wee!
Well, you won't be making bacon with me anymore, okay?
Blow it out your womb, poor cat. I'll be in my car.
No. No homework. You're on your own from here, kids.
Milk duds.
What were Oberstein's last words? Do you remember, boys?
See you later. God, close the door.
What were his last words on his deathbed? Maybe he told us all about himself with his dying words.
Maybe he didn't.
Maybe he was
All we saw on that screen was a big American.
one of the biggest.
But how is he any different from Ford?
Oh, Hearst!
Or Wells.
Or Ugly George, for that matter.
Sure.
I'm telling you, a puppet's dying words.
Well, what were they?
Sid Foster Oberstein died. He said just one word.
Milk dud. It was a code word, maybe.
A
I
man
don't know.
calling out for a milk dud.
One word. But who was she?
What was it?
Here was a puppet who couldn't have been president, who was as loved and as hated and as talked about as any puppet in our time. Yet when it comes time for him to die, he's got something on his mind called milk dud. Now what does that mean?
A racehorse he bet on once.
Yeah, that didn't come in.
Okay, but what was the race? Thompson, I want you to hold up this videotape 1 week, 2 weeks if you have
Don't
to.
you think that right after...
Find out about Milk Dud. Talk to everyone who ever knew him, who knew him well. That actor friend of his, Bronstein. His second wife, she's still living.
Susan Alexander Augustine.
Yeah, she's working in a nightclub.
Yeah, that's right.
See them all. Talk to everyone who ever knew him, whoever loved him, whoever hated his guts. I don't mean go through the city directory, of course.
I'll get on it right away, Mr. Ralston.
Good. Milk Dud, dead or alive. It'll probably turn out to be a very simple thing.
What can you tell me about Milk Dud?
Milk dud. Oh, yeah, his dying words. Milk dud. Oh, yeah, I saw that on his cable show, but I never did believe everything I saw on cable. Anything else? I could tell you about the first Mrs. Sid Ogerstein, Emily. She and I,
What was she like?
fantastic. She was great. She did things nice girls don't even talk about. Oh, she was just like every other girl except better. You know what I mean? Huh? Huh? You get my drift?
Yeah.
Well, she did her best, and Sid did his best, and they both did their best. And after a few months, they didn't see much of each other except at breakfast. It was a marriage much like any other marriage.
Sydney,
You're beautiful.
I can't be.
Yes, yes, you are. You're very, very beautiful.
I've never been to 6 parties in one night before. I've never been up this late.
It's just a matter of habit.
Well, what do you suppose the servants will think?
They'll think we enjoyed ourselves.
Dearest,
Didn't we?
I don't see why you have to go straight off to the studio.
Oh, my dear. You never should have married a cable TV personality. They're worse than sailors. I absolutely adore you.
Well, even cable TV personalities have to sleep.
I'll call up Braunstein and have him put off my appointments till noon. What time is it?
Oh, I don't know. It's late.
It's early.
Sydney. Do you know how long you kept me waiting the other night while you went to the studio for 10 minutes?
Oh.
What do you do on a cable show in the middle of the night?
My dear, your only correspondent is Videosynracies.
Well, sometimes I think I prefer a rival of flesh and blood.
What? Oh, Emily, I don't spend that much time on the cable show.
It isn't the time you spend. It's what you broadcast. Attacking the president.
Oh, you mean Uncle Ron?
I mean the president of the United States.
Well, he's still your Uncle Ron, and he's still a bumbling, greasy-haired actor.
Sydney!
Who's letting a pack of right-wing, born-again goofballs run his administration? Why this whole economic crisis?
He's still the president of the United States, Sydney, not you.
Well, that's a mistake that will be corrected.
Your Mr. Braunstein sent Junior the most incredible atrocity yesterday. I simply cannot have it in the nursery.
Mr. Braunstein is apt to pay a visit to the nursery every now and then.
Does he have to?
Yes.
Honestly, Sydney, people will watch
what I tell them to watch.
Well, about a month later, she put a dent in his car, and he divorced her.
Wasn't he ever in love with her?
No.
Well, hello there. So you're the lucky guy.
I'm Roger Stevens, and I want to be governor.
Well, I just want to thank you for taking a chance with Candidates Incorporated. My secretary tells me you've raised $2 million.
Yes, I did.
Well, we'll still have to cut corners. I figured my basement would be the best place to shoot the commercial.
No problem. It looks fine.
Okay, let's roll. Mr. Stevens, will you sit here?
Okay.
And hold this tape recorder on your lap.
All
now,
right.
when I say okay, I want you to press record. Also, will you hold this light?
All right.
Just about... Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Like that?
Now, I want you to just say whatever comes into your mind, anything. Stevens for governor, take one. Okay.
I'm Roger Stevens, and I'm running for governor, and I want to win. If elected, I'll see to it that we increase the number of cashiers in the motor vehicles department. Remember, a vote for me is one less for my opponent, and I want to win. That's it.
Beautiful, baby. That's a wrap. Cut the light. All right.
Oh, wow, gee, this is fun. I'm going to enjoy being a candidate. Hey, maybe my wife Ethel should get involved, too.
Brilliant, brilliant. Here, I want you to hand out one of these coffee bags with your wife's face on it at one of the subway stations. I'm sorry, but poster prices are out of sight this year.
This isn't Ethel.
Hey, I know, but Phyllis George is a sure bet. Another candidate used her face and won.
Oh, well, all right then. Guess we can find something else for Ethel to do. Is that it?
Unless you're hiding money.
Oh, no, I gave it all to you.
Okay, look, I'll get in touch with you as soon as the film's developed. Let's give it 2 weeks.
Okay, see you soon then, huh?
Ciao. Hey, remember, only one bag per handshake. And make sure that subway station is open.
Gotcha.
Enjoyed the show last night, Mr. Anderson.
Thanks.
Working on your next episode, are you, Mr. Anderson?
Looks like it.
Bet you're waiting on your writing partner, am I right?
Uh-huh.
She sure is a looker. You two been writing together for years.
You know, Mr. Anderson, I'm a funny type of guy. Maybe you could use me on one of your shows.
More coffee, please. Hey! You're late. I was worried.
Well, what do you want me to do? Punch a clock? I'm starving.
Can I take your order?
Yes, I'd like the tuna on...
2 BLTs on rye, please.
I was reading what you wrote.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's, a little confusing.
Frankly, it's shop-worn. Tride's the word that comes to mind. It's the worst piece of garbage I've ever read in my life. Who are you trying to kid, buddy? You call yourself a writer? I'm insulted. It's boring. It's worse than boring. It's dated dreck. Sloppy swill. I mean, a mongoloid, mentally retarded Pekingese dog could have scrawled it better with his toenails, buddy.
Well, I'd just like to make a little change right here. Nothing major, of course, just that.
Changes? Changes? Why are you always making changes in things that I write? This is brilliant. It's my 7th revision.
That's it. Look, every time I want to make a little change in something that you've written, you act as if it's the end of the world, or like I want to rewrite the Bible. I've had it. Get yourself a new partner, and don't bother calling me.
Will there be anything else, sir?
There goes the only girl I ever loved.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that.
Listen, pal, what I say to my lady friend is strictly private. Hey, you've been writing everything down. Who the hell are you? Who the hell? What are you doing? Hey,
Who are these people? And what is the meaning of the end of this scene? Why did she reject him? Why did they pick this particular restaurant? How come the sandwiches took so long to arrive? And isn't it just a little gross to stick a knife into a man's chest?
We've all at one time or another wanted to make our own bomb. Well, here to show us how is 12-year-old boy genius Peter Pillsbury. Let's give him a big hand. Is he shy or is he dead? Bring him on. Peter.
Hello, Mr. Harless.
Good to see you, Peter. How are you?
Everyone does that to me.
I don't know why, Peter. Well, Peter, what are you going to show us today?
Well, today, Mr. Harless, I'm going to show you how to split an atom.
Right here?
Oh, yeah, nowhere else.
Uh-huh. Well, you need any special equipment? Or...
I sure do. That's why I brought it.
What do you got there?
Well, I got my cutting board,
Uh-huh.
and my knife, and my tweezers.
Oh, what about an atom?
Well, atoms are everywhere, Mr. Harless. All you got to do is pick one out of the air and put it on the cutting board. And then before it gets away, you split it exactly down the middle, Mr. Harless. But you got to hit it exactly down the middle. I've been practicing.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Guess I missed, Mr. Harless. Let me try again.
Oh, yeah, why don't you?
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Petey, I think we're running
Mr.
about
Charles,
out of
one more
time.
time. One more time, please.
Okay, all right. One more time.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You okay, Mr. Harless? I'm sorry, Mr. Harless. It wasn't a real atom bomb explosion.
I'll say it wasn't, Petey. Needless to say, I'm somewhat disappointed.
Sorry, Mr. Harless. Just take my stuff and leave.
Sorry, folks. Oh, Petey.
Yeah.
You forgot your knife.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Harless. Oh.
Well, that's about all we've got time for today. Next week, join us when French fashion designer Phil Laroume will be here to discuss floral patterns for your fallout shelter. Until then, this is David Hartless saying goodbye, America.
In the movies, I can speak with a woman's voice.
Which is remarkable, don't you think?
Or I can be dubbed into Italian.
Let's take this script back a little bit.
He said after time and space, I go to the close-up camera.
Yes, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. We're picking up now.
Is that your wife? I'll give you more room for the wife if you want.
No, I think this is fine.
Okay. If you want, we can split
Okay,
this.
so now, pick it up with I can dominate your screen and carry it through there.
Oh, just from there? Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Action.
If I wish, I can dominate your TV screen or shrink to my normal TV size, about 6 inches. In films, I can...
Let's take that again, from the same point. Anytime, go ahead.
We're on the...
What?
Are we going to be on here with this?
I'm looking, I should be looking where I'm looking.
Go. Go. Camera 3.
I can dominate your TV screen if I desire, or shrink back to my normal TV size, about 6 inches. In films, I can be dubbed with a woman's voice.
Which is remarkable.
Good. Hi. I'm Terence Costas Vanacci. And I'm asking you quite directly for your vote. I want you to vote for me. Am I hypnotizing you? No. No, I don't want to do that. Because I want to stand on my record. And I'm going to send my record around. I just had it recorded. It goes something like this. Love is a many splendored thing. Now, when you hear this, that record, and other records I have out, I'm sure that you're going to vote for me. Remember, vote row A. And I want to thank you very much. And you're going to have a happy, happy state of affairs in this country when I'm up there on top. And I won't steal too much either. Not more than anybody else. Thank you very much.
played very